Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daily Crypto News. With you, as always, myself, Bob, and I got my brother with me, with Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. As you guys know by now, we like to take a couple minutes out of our day, jump in some of the crypto headlines, bring them to your attention, and see what you guys think about them. I'm one of the admins over here at BigONE. Scott is as well, and he also handles the social media for BigONE. And we like to jump into the news every day, but before we get there, we like to get a little bit of the market sentiment based off some of the things that's going on social media and charts and things of that nature. So without further ado, we'll let the Crypto Beast take over and give us the daily market sentiment.
I still feel kind of neutral, but a bit more positive. It seems like it's going in the right direction. It hasn't fallen, it hasn't pumped over the weekend, which is good sign too, right? Because when it pumps, it usually will dump coming Monday. So I'm just waiting to see, I guess, what happens.
Yeah, I think it's been surprisingly good considering all the bad news, I guess, in a sense. And I think as we jump into some of the news articles today, we'll see how positive the news have been over the last day or two, because you can see it in the news articles. So Scott, you got to turn me on the screen share, and then we'll get started here. I'm gonna jump right into my first article. I think it's coming from Cointelegraph. Yeah, maybe Cointelegraph should be.
There you go.
So here we go. You guys can see here, the first headline is coming from Bitcoin.com, actually. In the headline reads, Decentraland to host Metaverse Fashion Week with Tommy Hilfiger, Dolce & Gabbana, and Selfridges. So the blockchain the blockchain-based virtual world Decentraland has announced that the launch of the first Fashion Meta Week that is scheduled to take place on March 24th through the 27th, 2022. According to the announcement, a large number of the well-known fashion brands such as Dolce & Gabbana, Selfridges, Tommy Hilfiger, Jacob & Company, and more will be participating in the 4-day Metaverse fashion event. So you see here, Sam, the founder here says fashion and culture are not new to the Metaverse. Decentraland has been on the cutting edge of rare and in-demand digital fashion since the launch of the avatar wearables in 2020. Since that time, creators have been pushing both the technical and stylistic limits of Decentraland wearables, and have created a booming economy with over $1 million in sales of avatar wearables last year. So the fashion event will kick off with the London retailer Selfridges opening a Metaverse store. Paco Rabanne and Victor Varsarli will provide an immersive experience during the Selfridges store opening. At the center of the event, a futuristic runway will be presented by Dolce & Gabbana, Dundas, Etro, and more. So I think this is going to be pretty cool to see them do Fashion Week in the Metaverse, to see some of these the name brands that's going to be involved. With some of the major brands. I can't help but to think this is going to be something that's going to catch a lot of people's eye. I don't think like what they were saying with the fashion is going to be new to fashion, because the wearables have such a big effect on the NFT market already, and some of the things that they've been able to sell.
Wearables are going to be a cool thing in the future. I think with augmented reality versus virtual reality, and I see that people are really starting to work on it a lot. Will be really crazy to see when that stuff starts making it into that sense of it. So it'll
be a lot cooler than anything we ever had. Like me as a shoe collector, I could never wear all my shoes at once, but in the Metaverse, you could potentially swap shoes 365 times a day if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's awesome. Here, I get to share this article. So I think this is important, and it's good that a leader not a leader, but Vitalik Buetrin of Ethereum, of course. Ethereum is neutral, but I am not. ETH founder Vitalik Buetrin denounces Russians' invasion of Ukraine. One of the most prominent figures in the crypto community is publicly denouncing Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So I'm very upset by Putin's decision to abandon the possibility of a peaceful solution to the dispute with Ukraine and go to war instead. This is a crime against the Ukraine and Russian people. I want to wish everyone security, although I know there will be no security. Glory to Ukraine. In a separate tweet, Buetrin adds an I'm not very good at saying that word, to his message, emphasizing that the top smart contract platform itself is impartial. Reminder, Ethereum is neutral, but I am not. Which is good that he said, like, these are my words. This isn't, it's kind of like saying not financial advice, but I stand by what I stand by, and Ethereum stands by what it stands by. So,
Yeah, no, it's like, hey, I might be neutral, but hey, business comes first. But Vitalik, he's still out there working, man. I think anybody who's building right now knows how sad it is to see the countries at war with one another, and they're going to send out their condolences to the fallen soldiers and things of that nature. So, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, they're still on their business as usual thing, so they have to keep it moving. So I'm going to go over to my next article here. And I think it is actually about something to do with the war. Let's get this thing going here. Yeah. So second is coming from CNBC. 4 million in cryptocurrency funneled to Ukrainian military since Russia invaded. So no donations being funneled to Ukrainian army and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are in the millions of dollars, according to new data from the blockchain analytics firm Elliptic. Research shows that 4.1 million in crypto has been raised by non-governmental organizations and volunteer groups in Ukraine since the invasion began, including a single $3 million donation early Friday. On Thursday alone, the NGO received over 675,000 in Bitcoin, and by Friday morning, that number had ballooned to more than 3.4 million, thanks to that one donation of $3 million. So this is pretty cool. The statement on the government's website said national legislation does not allow Ministry of Defense of Ukraine to use payment systems such as Web Money, Bitcoin, PayPal, etc. That means that while the military welcomes donations for logistics and medical support, those contributions have to go through fiat channels. So I know we jumped on this story a little bit yesterday, Scott. I seen you jump on it, and we had seen it. It wasn't even quite at the $1 million mark yet. And now we see that it's at $4 million in donations, and it's kind of it's kind of good that the armed forces there or the military there says, hey, look, we welcome the donations, thank you, but these still have to go back through fiat channels. We wouldn't be able to use it for war. In a sense, we could use it for medical research and things of that nature. So I mean, I think it's still a good cause for the people if they want to donate, because I think, and no matter what side you are on this topic, I think that people that communion together should be able to donate or put their money anywhere they want to. It's just like the trucker rally movement that was going on right there in Canada where you were.
Yeah, definitely. And it's kind of funny. My next article is I guess it is what it is right now. There's no way of avoiding what is happening right now in the world, basically. So give me warproof. Bitcoin still faces immense competition from gold. Bitcoin's nature makes it impervious to the effects of conflicts. Since the start of the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, Bitcoin donations have flowed. Despite the increased use of cryptocurrency, gold is proving itself yet again as the ultimate wartime asset. Putin's decision to invade Ukraine sent shockwaves around the world. Investors eye Bitcoin to hedge their wealth in the face of conflict, but despite its glowing qualities, it might play second fiddle to gold. Bitcoin was decided to flip the nature of transactions on its head, and as an added benefit, it earned the moniker of being a store of value. As Russia's invasion of Ukraine gets underway and DeFi becomes limited by the constraints of war funds, are being transacted in BTC with ease. Come Back Alive, a Ukrainian NGO with the aim of supporting the army, has, like you said, raised the 4 million in digital assets, while Ukraine's Cyber Alliance has raised 100,000. Oh, these are 400,000 and 100,000 in BTC. So, but I mean, whatever, like helping people out, that's what they're saying. A lot of people are asking, how can they help? Like being in other countries and stuff like that. And the one way that people are saying they can help is by donating to them. And I think the fastest way to do transactions right now is definitely cryptocurrency to send donations to them. I think it's all as a good cause, and hopefully it hits the right spots. So,
I mean, one thing for sure, the transaction will be on chain, so we'll get to see what happens and where this money funnels. I think once it crosses over to fiat, though, I think it's kind of hard to follow at that point
yeah.
because of private banking sectors and not being able to have people's on chain information when it comes to banking like that. So I'm gonna go over to my last article today, Scott. Here it's actually gonna be coming from. Let's see. So it's going to be coming from our good friend Cointelegraph. So OpenSea disable features this temporarily as contract migration completes. So the week-long period that OpenSea gave users to migrate their NFT listings ended on Friday following the deadline. The platform announced that some features on the site may be unavailable temporarily due to the migration. On Saturday, OpenSea pushed a new smart contract and urged users to start the migration of their NFTs from the old one to the new one. The NFT marketplace mentions that the upgrade brings new features such as bulk listings and more descriptive signatures while ensuring that all inactive listings expire. However, hours after the announcement, the platform reported phishing attacks, leading to some users losing their NFTs. After this, OpenSea team launched an investigation to find out what happened. Devin Finzer, co-founder, OpenSea, urged the affected users to contact the support team. So this is kind of like one of those things you could see here that OpenSea is trying to get people migrated over to the new contract. And in the process of doing that and launching a new contract, you're already having people sending out phishing attacks and attacking the users, sending random emails. And I mean, it's almost like if we're talking about decentralization, these marketplaces, they got to do better at keeping people's information discreet, to have people have access to all of these emailing lists like they've been able to come across. Even if you think only maybe 500 people get affected by this, or even 30 people, they probably sent out 3,000 emails or maybe even more, 5,000 emails just to get 30 to participate. It was worth it because they fished the right people, right? So I think that somehow OpenSea's got to clean this up. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but hopefully they can figure this out and get everybody migrated over safely, because I mean, I don't want this thing to get worse than it is now.
Yeah, no doubt. We don't want to hear more news in the near future that says, oh, we paused operations because we were getting hacked.
Yeah, and I think right now with the bear market, guys, I think no matter what project you're in, you're gonna see some things with a lot of the new tech and a lot of the time that's not like the downtime. You're gonna see a lot of people using their downtime to do malicious things to try to reward themselves. So just be careful. You might see some new launches and new contracts, even within some of your favorite tokens, and they might even go up to another V2, V3, V4, whatever. But as long as they're able to do that, they're trying to add more security to this to their section, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's important to get newer versions. If you can do it, all the better, because you're correcting stuff before hopefully it's happened, or you notice something,
or you can do
correct it.
Yeah, or you see protocols now, they have the hackathons, man. And shout out to those people. I know that one of the biggest bounties ever paid out was on the Coinbase hackathon that recently happened, right? I don't remember how much it was, but $2 million. Like, so that's big money, man, for things that's happening right now. But yeah, guys, just kind of pay attention,
man. Or was that an Apple one? I forget, but there's large bounties being paid out. There's no question. And then I'll share this last article, which would get my son excited, at least because he always asks me about cryptocurrency. But Microsoft's Minecraft goes Web3 with NFT worlds on Polygon. 2 developers unaffiliated with Microsoft have built a blockchain layer on Minecraft. The sandbox style of game Minecraft, released in 2011, is getting a Web3 update thanks to its few developers unaffiliated with Microsoft. NFT World is project built on third-party Minecraft servers with a Polygon-based overlay. Polygon is an Ethereum sidechain which offers lower gas fees for users. NFT World's blockchain layer on Minecraft will allow players to access Web3 features such as an online shop where they can buy items for their Minecraft experience using the World ERC20 token. Some of Minecraft software is open source, meaning that anyone with the right technical knowledge can build upon it. Minecraft doesn't have any established economy like competitor Roblox, which has a robust virtual marketplace, and it owns non-crypto digital currency called Robux. NFT World gives players a metaverse experience in an existing game, which is big news for Minecraft fans and NFT collectors alike. And it's huge, like to be able to go into the game and be able to buy stuff that maybe you weren't able to buy before, or you don't have the technical knowledge and you just want to run in, buy a bunch of stuff and start playing. Like you have that ability now too. So, which is really cool.
Yeah, man, and we're starting to see it more. We're starting to see it more all over a lot of the game features, and actually giving things within the game more utility and being able to. I think it's going to be really cool when you're able to take like your skins and things cross chain and go play in other games with your multiple skins on, and that's going to add so many more layers to it. I think, like I said, man, I'm excited for the new run, because I feel like with the new run, more of these protocols and more of these companies are going to put out better technology that they all been working on.
Yeah. No,
and that's
I
my personal
agree.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So jump over to the last section of the day, guys. I'm going to share the screen one more time. We're going to jump over to Trading View, look at the total crypto market cap and some of the dominance features that we like to take a look at. So here we go. So the total crypto market cap right now is at 1.75 trillion. We can see that the chart's been kind of pushing itself back up from the low 1.51 here. So it's pretty good. Kind of did the same thing back here. So kind of just expecting that same kind of play out, maybe a little bit of dribble out here, but be careful. I mean, one thing to take note of is that, you have a shoulder here, you have a head here. You could potentially get another shoulder if we have a fall here and potentially bounce back up. So I wouldn't be too scared if we did see another little bounce here. Bitcoin dominance right now is at 42.43. As you can see, they started establishing like a pretty clean floor here with a lot of support and just rejecting in the same area. So just kind of consolidating here. I think that's still kind of a high dominance right now without the market moving. But the Ethereum dominance is back in the 19, Scott. It's like one of my favorite areas to see. I love to see us rip right through this area right here with the Ethereum dominance. That would trigger, in my mind, another rally like we've seen back here. And then, potentially seeing some higher highs or whatever. But, I think that's just some of the things that we need to take a look at going forward in the market. But other than that, man, I want to thank everybody who was able to tune in this week to the news, not only the news, but our Twitter spaces. As you guys know, we take off on the weekends. So we won't be back here till Monday, but I want everybody to have a great weekend, and definitely tell you guys thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, for sure. We appreciate you guys tuning into every episode. Let us know, comment below. We'd love to hear from you guys and just say hello to some of you. So never be afraid to say hello on a YouTube comment. I look at them every once in a blue moon. So it's always nice to see comments. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Till then, have a great weekend.
Peace. See you guys later.
Peace.